about this place that made you want to come out here?
It's a dream school of mine. I always wanted to be an Oregon Duck. So actually being able to come here was a blessing. So that's why Oregon.
Has it lived up to some of the expectations once being out here?
Oh yes, I never had since being out here. I have not had one dull moment. Like I enjoyed everything, the nature. There's a lot of trees, more trees up here than back at home. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Did your interest in Oregon grow in part because you were able to watch your brother play here and play so well?
I say yes, but I was just always just a fan of the jerseys, how much like combination they have. Like every weekend, my stepdad showed me a new combination that they have on, and I just fell in love with it even more. So with Bo playing up here is, I mean, it's good. It's gonna be fun, really fun. Get to play with him again, and yeah.
Do you remember the last time you got a pass from him in a game?
His senior year in high school, championship. Yeah.
Was there any significance to the play or anything? Or was it just
Nah, I think my last pass I caught from him was like a hitch, like a little stop route. Picked up 6 yards, just went special.
When you ask anybody around this team about you, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is fast. What does it mean to you that you've been able to make that sort of impression on all these elite athletes here, that everybody is just like enamored with your speed out there?
My speed, I think it's just God-given. I've always been fast. It was never like I work at it now just because I have to, and like I want to be faster than everybody else still. But I was always fast. I was God-given. Like I was one of those kids in the neighborhood. Like I get picked first because I'm the fastest. You give me the ball, I'm going to score. So that's what my speed pretty much.
What did that play in the spring game mean to you? Just to have that kind of introduction to the whole fan base?
It was surreal. It was like, it's what I've dreamed of, scoring in Austin Stadium, hearing the crowd. It was amazing just because that's what I wanted. I mean, the play was just one regular play that we ran, and I caught the ball, and I saw nothing but the power line. I was like, I'm going straight to the power line, and that's what I did.
When you and Gary and Trayshawn all come in at the same time, do you guys kind of connect or bond in a way because you're going through the same stuff, transfers, learning that position, so on and so forth?
Yeah, I say with the portal, like us coming in at the same time is like we all want the same thing, is to win. We want each other to win, and I feel like the whole receiving group want each other to be successful. That's one thing I like here, is because everyone is want the guy next to them to be better. And like with Trayshawn, he came in, I think he came in a little bit before me. So when we got together and connected, we in the meeting rooms every morning, 6:30, and our bond just kind of grew up, going out to dinner and stuff like that. Even when Gary got here, he got here a little late. Gary got here, and we just took Gary straight through the plays, and he knew he was family immediately. So, and that's what we take pride in.
So you and Trayshawn at 6:30, like, hey, how are you getting up that early? Like, what was it? And then B, like, what's going on in the meeting? Like, you guys just looking at film, or like you guys connecting on a personal
We'll look at
level?
film and what we went over yesterday. Like we'll go over the install that we'll have for that day, and go back and look over the film that we had the previous day. So we just want to get better. Like all the little things that coaches like rave about and just talks about every day. That's what me and Trayshawn want to get better at. We want the little things to be better, so in the game it just come easy. It's like muscle, like reflexes and stuff like that.
What'd you learn about him in those 6:30 meetings, or getting to know him during that time?
I learned about Trey is he's all about business. He want to win. He's competitive. He's gonna push the guy next to him. He's accountable. That's what I think. Like he's really accountable. You can count on him to do, like on the field. If you have Trayshawn on that field and he's like, when he's locked in, he's locked in. There's no telling him what to do. Like he's gonna either you on your top game with Trayshawn, or you're not. You're gonna get beat over the top or something.
Out the way.
Yeah.
Your career production speaks for itself. How kind of enticing is it, exciting is it to begin playing on the bigger stage here, and kind of feel like a breakout season is coming for you? People actually going to know your name nationally.
Just playing this big nationally is what I always wanted. I mean, this is just what I dreamed of. I'm prepared for it. I'm ready for it. And yes, I can say this is probably my breakout season because this is what I came here for. We have a lot of opportunities. I also want to say that let the game come to me. want to be a team player first. I feel like we have team success before individual success. That's one big on. I want the team to succeed before me.
What do you think it's going to feel like when you catch a touchdown pass from Bo Watson?
I might break down and cry or something like that. Just because I go back and say that's what I always wanted. When I first got adopted, I went into the house in an Oregon sweatshirt. There was no Oregon fans allowed. It was all Auburn, War Eagle, and I'm the only guy in there with an Oregon shirt. When Bo played Oregon, and he was at Auburn his freshman year, I couldn't go. I was gonna cheer for Oregon. Nothing bad towards Bo. Like I was gonna cheer for him too, but I wanted Oregon to win. So I didn't go. I stayed at home and watched it on TV.
One of the things that was talked about is you need to bulk up a little bit. How has that been going?
It's been going really good. I'm at where I want to be right now, 160, so I'm feeling good. So it's kind of hard trying to keep the weight on just because I run so much, and like I have to constantly eat. That's the hard thing. You gotta eat every 2 hours, so it's a tough thing.
Does that put a chip on your shoulder at all? Like for basketball, if the player's short, it's like that's the defining characteristic for why they can't be whatever. Does that feel like the same kind of? You feel like you've heard that, and how do you deal with that?
I feel like football, like I go back to the quotes I seen from Devontae Smith. We're not bodybuilders. We're actually football players. So when we out on that field, it really doesn't matter how big you is. You can play football. You can play football. Teams are going to find you if they really want you at that next level. I take pride in I am a little guy, but you still got to catch me. So that's one thing I stand on.
What's it been like learning from Junior Adams since getting out here? What type of coach is he?
He's an amazing coach. He's all about business. He's gonna tell you the hard truth. He's not gonna baby you and be like, hey, it's okay, but you gotta do this. No, he's gonna tell you right then and there, like, you gotta do this better. In order to take yourself from good to great, you gotta do these little things. And that's what Junior Adams is really good at, making his players feel like they're safe, even though the hard truth may hurt, but you gotta take it. It's not easy at the next level.
What do you feel like he's made better in you since working out there?
My mindset, me being able to just like I come a long way from like always being in my head or something like that, which I'm not like anymore because Junior Adams will tell you like keep communicating, your teammates gonna make you better. Every person out on that field they got your back. So I take that as a really big part of my game because I know each guy on that field got my back. So I'm more confident out on the field when I have Junior Adams in my ear, Bo at quarterback, and the guys beside me. So.
For Oregon fans who don't know you, what do you want them to know about you? Who should they think that you are?
I'm Tez Johnson. I'm a little guy that dreamed big, and I'm here. I'm finally home. So.
Down at Pac-12 Media Day, Jeff Foster said your nickname was the Tasmanian Devil. Is that accurate?
Yes, it's very accurate. I got it tattooed on me because I really take pride in that name. I got it as high school. I had a play and I was just spinning off tackles. And they gave me Tasmania. I scored and they said touchdown, Tasmania. It kind of stuck with me. And now everybody calls me Tasmania. So.
When roughly was that in high school, did you say?
Played Oxford.
Okay.
In high school, did a spin move and scored, and it's like, wow, that look like Tasmanian Devil. I'm like, yeah. Then they started calling me Tasmanian, and I love that name. It's everywhere on my social media, Tasmania. I got the cover photo as the Tasmanian Devil, so everybody loves it. That's what they call me now. I love it. It's a good one.
A couple more questions.
You talked about your speed, and you talked about the Oregon jerseys, being an Oregon fan for a long time. How instrumental was DeAnthony Thomas in like fostering your love for Oregon, being a speedy guy yourself?
Okay, before DeAnthony, it was LaMichael James. I was watching LaMichael James like it was like that's before like I even know who the Black Mama was when they gave him the Black Mama name. I watched LaMichael James. He played against Tennessee and went crazy. I'm like, okay, like Oregon is that team. And then DeAnthony Thomas got there and started doing stuff that I can do as a little guy. He really paved the ways for little guys to actually believe they can do it. So he was the first guy that him, Tavon Austin, and LaMichael James, those three they gave guys like me like hope, like to dream big. So shouts out to DeAnthony Thomas. He's one of the guys. And actually running with him in practice was so real. I'm faster than him now, though. So I'm faster than him now. Back then I wasn't faster than him, but now I'm leaving him now. So it's pretty much like I love De'Anthony Thomas. He's a good guy. He's had a great character and it's everything I thought he would be.
That was gonna be my next
Stuff
question.
that Trayshawn went through in February. Were you trying to help him through that and be there for him, or
Yeah, I was
mean, that
always
would be
there for
difficult,
Trayshawn.
yeah.
I was always there for Trayshawn. Trayshawn is a good guy. He's not a guy that, like, some people can label him as a bad guy, but he's not. He's just, everybody makes mistakes, and I feel like everybody deserves a second chance. And this second chance he got, it was actually a blessing because his head on straight now. He's ready to play, and I feel like he's gonna have a really good season this year.
Appreciate you, Taste.
Thanks,
Thanks, Tez.
Good luck with everything.